What if I told you that your mind is actively trying to make sure that you're not successful in any kind of business, making income, any of that stuff? See, if you've ever seen an iceberg, you know that old saying, the tip of the iceberg, that the tip of the iceberg you really see, and this is how your brain works, is just above the water, and that's really all there is. A lot of people think that they have their whole like full mental brain capacity at all times, and no matter how much you want to succeed, you want to run an online business. I don't care if you've looked at Etsy stores, affiliate marketing, a million things. On my channel, I talk digital and affiliate marketing. I love it. But here's the thing. Most people I've run across, including myself, they don't understand this one thing, that only about 5% of your brain at any given time is really the thing that is present in the front, right? The frontal cortex, all that good stuff. So when you're sitting there and you're buying a course or you're hiring a coach or whatever, you're like, I really want to do this. I really want it. I 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 want to make 5K, 10K per month, whatever, right? You're saying that to yourself. But what you're not seeing is that your brain is actually, right, the vast majority of our decision making is all down here, like stuffed all the way down in like the medulla or magdala, or I forget what the hell it's called, but it's your subconscious. Okay, so it's like the deep seated reptilian all the way down brain when you were tiny little. Okay, all the way down here, this part of your brain started to develop. And so we have so much, as human beings, we have so much juju and caca and garbage down here in the depths of our mind that we don't even know. Okay, that's why it's your subconscious. A lot of times you don't even have access to those thoughts. A lot of times this is just happening on autopilot. Okay, so when you're making the decision, you go buy a course, or there's nothing wrong with buying a course, but you go buy it and you have the intention, like, I'm gonna go all in, and I'm gonna take everything that this guru says to do, whether it be me or whoever else. And I'm gonna, put 100% effort into it. You might have all the best intentions. You might actually be telling the truth in that moment. But what you're not seeing is that bottom part of the iceberg, right? The part that's in the ocean, that's your subconscious. That's really driving your decisions. So every time that, let's just say, let's go ahead and make up an example, right? There's some tech stuff. Right? You buy a course or whatever, you start to get committed. You're like, okay, I'm going to do this thing. And then there's some tech. Then it's like, oh, you got to go build this website, or you got to set up this kind of account or whatever. And you go, uh-oh, right? You have that sinking feeling. You have the like, I don't know, can I do this? That's part of your subconscious. See, your subconscious's job, right, is not to make sure that you're successful. Your subconscious's job is to make sure that you survive. So you run into other things like a question like, can I do it? All right, can I? Then there's like this other part of your subconscious that's your identity, like everything that you think that you know about yourself, right? Can I do that? I'm just some truck driver. I'm just some, I'm just a construction worker. Whatever you are, you see yourself as that identity. You think, oh, I can't do it. I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm not these things. If you believe that, and you will, because it's deeply ingrained in your subconscious, then every time that you start to move out of that identity, your subconscious sees it as a threat. Okay? There's a big, hopefully light bulb moment for you, that you think you want that, and you might really want it, but your subconscious sees it as a threat. So it starts throwing blocks in your head like, oh, you're too stupid. I've heard people say that. It drives me nuts. I'm too dumb. Are you out of your mind? I came home from prison after serving 7 years. I didn't even know how to turn on a cell phone. True story. My mom can come in here as a special guest and tell you, I didn't know how to turn on a cell phone. Okay, people? Like, it doesn't matter. If you commit to it and you learn along the way, you start to build your business, you build yourself, you learn the skills, you get good at it. There it is, right? But I know that along the way, your subconscious is going to keep on blocking you. So when you see the tech, you think that it's a tiger hitting in the bushes, kind of jump out at you. It's a threat. Everything's a threat to your subconscious, because your subconscious is there to keep you alive. It's there to keep you comfortable. Some of you are like really comfortable in your position. Like, okay, well, I might hate my, 9 to 5, but it's what I know. It's what I'm comfortable with. It's, it's almost like worst example ever, but like an abusive relationship, right? People stay sometimes even though they're in an abusive relationship and they might be miserable, but it's because it's what they know. They're used to it. It's comfortable. So if they go outside of that, they fear like, oh, well, what would it mean if I'm not with this person? It's the same thing with you and your relationship to money and income and your job and all these things, is that it's so deeply tied to your belief system. Maybe when you were a kid, let's throw up another one in here. This is one for me. Okay. I'll speak like completely blunt with you guys. My dad, okay, my actual father, blood father, because I had a stepfather that stepped in later, wonderful guy, and I look up to him. But my dad, he was a mechanic, and he was very much worried about money all the time. Maybe you guys had a dad like that or a mom like that. That is something that you were learning from, and I was learning from at a young age. I was modeling the world, right? When you're young, you're kind of looking at your parents and you're trying to figure out how the world operates and how I'm supposed to think about things and how, money works is one of the things. So when he was very tight on money, and he made money, he wasn't like poor, but as a mechanic, right? But he had so much fear around it. He would never invest in anything. He would never buy anything outside of his price range, quote unquote. And he would instill those things on me. Oh, we don't have the money, or we can't afford that right now, or whatever else he would say. Over time, my subconscious picked up on that cue as like, okay, that's your relationship with money. Your dad taught you, you have to think about money this way. And so when it came time to start thinking about business, that's not compatible, right? So I had to fight against that, actively fight against that fear and that feeling of like, oh my God, what if I spend this dollar and it never comes back? My dad told me don't waste money, save all your money. So all of that is in there. All that juju caca junk is in there preventing you from being successful, because all successful people know that money is infinite. It flows in and out, and it's here today and it's gone tomorrow. It's just, who cares, right? Nowadays, I spend money every freaking day on ads, on coaching, on courses, on knowledge, on everything else to build my business, to live the kind of life that I want. And I keep on growing and scaling and all that stuff. But that's just how business is. Business is like that. So if you're going to be successful, doesn't matter if you're going to do Amazon or stores or whatever the hell else, it's always going to be a battle against your subconscious. And 95% of your subconscious, of your mind is your subconscious, but they always say 95% of success is mindset. And I used to not believe that for the longest time. I used to sit there and think to myself, oh, that's crap. Just show me the strategies and that's all I need. Where I'm at right now, after I've made 7 figures online, I can tell you, nope, I was wrong. It really is 95% mindset, because honestly, I've bought courses and coaching and things in the past where I already knew what they were teaching. I already knew it. I was experienced at this point, and I still bought it anyway. And I thought to myself, why did I buy this? Why did I spend $5,000 on this thing? And it turns out it's because my subconscious didn't feel like I was enough yet. It kept on playing tricks on me and telling me, oh, you're not there. You're not good enough. You don't have a flashy suit or whatever the hell else it taught me, right? So I said, well, I need something else. So I'm going to buy this coaching or course, whatever. Sometimes you don't need it, right? Sometimes you're actually tricking yourself because you don't feel like you're enough. So it's all in there, right? You might not feel like you're enough. You might get tech overwhelmed, get frustrated, and give up. You might have some relationship with money issues from your parents or from whatever you saw. You might have some toxicity and you're used to the chaos. You're used to the ups and downs of your everyday life, and to break out of that feels scary. Even though you don't want to live like that anymore, it feels counterintuitive, and your mind is going to keep you to what you know. So success is not easy, but not because of the reason that a lot of people think. They think, oh, yeah, you have to get this system and start building a business. Oh, it's so hard. That's actually the easy part. The hard part is the little devil in your mind that's trying to keep you stuck where you're at, because we all have some kind of a prison, a mental prison, a physical prison, and we have to break out of it by reversing the thoughts that got us there in the first place. All right? I hate to be juju and woo-woo with you guys. I got to do it sometimes, because I have private clients, and a lot of the stuff that we do is we do tactical strategy stuff, setting up, your funnels and all the fancy stuff, how to sell your products and everything else. Great. Okay, that's awesome. But I found that working one-on-one with a lot of people and in small groups and things like that over the years, having great success stories, tons of testimonials, I can tell you that the main thing that we work on, and probably the hardest part, is the mindset. It's all the juju, bad, repeated cancers that are in their subconscious that are keeping them stuck. We have to sit down and go through those sessions and figure out, okay, how do we replace those bad thoughts with new thoughts? It takes time. There's no like overnight, my mind is totally different now. There's little habits that we put in place to start getting us thinking successfully and thinking in abundance, like I'm going to be super rich and nothing's going to stop me. You're going to have that attitude and that energy once we reverse all of these thoughts and get this stuff out of the way. If you want to work with me personally one-on-one, there's a link down below to book a call. If not, no big deal. Tune into the YouTube channel. Hit me a subscribe. Get the subscribe button going. Watch the rest of the videos on here for the tactical stuff to show you the strategies, but really work on the mindset. Some of the stuff that works for me, listening to music, writing down, journaling some of my thoughts, some of the notes every day so I can track like how my mind is thinking and what feelings are coming up. Am I afraid of this? Why am I afraid of it? It's woo-woo. It's weird, I know. But over time, as I started making more and more money, I started seeing these blocks come up for myself. And that way, I knew that I had to put some new routines in place to get myself to the next level. Some of you guys start, like, say, an affiliate marketing business, make your first $100, and then just give up. And it's like, why did I do that? Right? And this is why, because you probably reverted right back to the norm. It's like, oh, that's scary. I'm frustrated. I'm tired, whatever. And you just stopped. Okay? So don't let the mindset, don't let this 95% caca in your way stop you from being successful, okay? I'm the infamous Joel, and I'm out.